Shalom, shalom, shalom. This is your brother, Harab Amatassa from the GMS Camp Holland, the Netherlands, coming at you with another video. So first of all, I want to start off with giving all praise, honor, and glory and power to the Most High and His Heavenly Son, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Kakadash. Double honors to the elder apostles, the elder bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone, who rule well and teach well, and taught me this truth amongst other things. Salutations to the Akim, pushing his word in truth and sincerity in the four corners of the earth. And shalom and salutations to the 144,000 and the hopeful elect in the Akim and the Akwat. Shalom. In this video I want to talk about wisdom. I'll make this short video about the wisdom and knowledge. So this is the book of Proverbs chapter 1 verse 7. The fear of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. So the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. So if you have any any brain, any normal thinking, not normal thinking, but good thinking, good how you say it, to if you're a man of the Lord, basically, then you have to fear the Lord Yahweh Shai, because you know what He can do and what He's able to do, what they are able to do. Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai? Because as the scripture says, I kill, I make alive, I wound and I heal, I the Lord do all these things. I can get the scripture also. So I think it was Exodus. I kill. Deuteronomy. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32, verse 39, and it reads, See now that I, even I, am He, and there is no power with me. I kill, and I make alive. I wound, and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. So Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, He's the creator of everything, the heavens and earth. And He created Yahweh Shai to be His first spirit, the first created spirit. That's Yahweh Shai, His heavenly Son. And He can do all things. There's nothing that He cannot do, man. He made these bodies, He made the universe, the water, everything, man. Everything you see around you, the elements, everything. So don't bother thinking that He can, maybe He cannot help me. How you mean He cannot help you? Maybe it's destined for you to go to this rough times, to this fire, man. And not literally fire, but the hardships, the rough times, the tribulations. He's there with we're here with a reason. And if you're a part of the elect, you know there's a big reason, and you must, as the so-called special forces train, you cannot join the special forces and think, okay, now send me on a mission, man, I'm ready. You ain't ready, man. You have to train hard, learn their tactics, learn the ways, respect the highest in command, respect your elders, and love your comrades. And then, maybe then, when you have a good condition, good stamina, and good skill set, then maybe you're ready to serve in the special forces on a mission, and not any mission, because they got their how you say it? They got their ranks. So that's the same thing as it is in the ministry from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, from GMS. You cannot come here and think you can know everything and basically teach everything to everybody or anybody, and thinking that you have it at the right end, because we all have to learn, and we learn from the apostles on down, from Elder Apostle Tahar, Apostle Gabar, Apostle Rakah, Apostle Aramlab, and the elder bishops. They are our teachers. They taught this truth unto us, and a lot of other things, And with all of us, we are one body in Yahweh Shai. You know, we all function as a member of this body, of this ministry. Well, it's very important. So, yeah, you should fear the Lord. And as the scripture said, what I was reading from, it was the book of Proverbs, chapter 1, verse 7. The fear of the Lord Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. So if only the fools, they said, no, man, I don't need that. I'm on my own, man. I can do my own thing because I'm the man, you know? I'm the man. And you ain't shit, man. Maybe in this world, in this worldly life, you're something to other people of this worldly life. But to us, from this ministry and the 1/3 and the elect, the hopeful elect, because we say hopeful elect because we don't know if we're part of the elect, but you're right, Yahweh Ratazah, we of the elect. But to us, you ain't nothing, man. You're just a fool. Fool with a big mouth, big ego. And there are also scriptures on that, but I ain't going into that now. So let's go to the next scripture. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 33, verse 6, and it reads, And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is his treasure. So it says here, the wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. So when these hardships and these World War III going to pop off, or other things, you know, the MOTB and maybe Leviathan, and we don't know when those things gonna happen. We can see it in the air, we can smell it, you can feel it in the air, as Phil Collins says in the song. You can feel it in the air, but you know, that's why it says in the scripture also, measure thou the times diligently in the book of 2nd Ezra. But yeah, this is a very important time to be alive. It's a beautiful time to be alive, actually. It's hard, you know, and we are frustrated by the way of Esau in this shitty system. Wow, man. And we're getting tired, man, real tired of this shit. We said, fuck Esau, man. Fuck those devils, man. With your system, you know, your ways of the devil. My cool as well. Slakje, man. Saying not too nice words in my native language from the islands, the ABC Islands, or Curacao and Bonaire. But yeah, basically I said fuck him. But yeah, man, we're sick of it. But we have to endure to the end, because if we're not able to endure to the end, what can we do, man? Then it's destruction for us. So if you're of the elect, of course you're gonna hold on and endure to the end. And that's why we're trying to hold on, you know. Trying to hold on. Pray for this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the scriptures. You know, watching the brothers' videos, watching Akim's videos, watching the elder apostles' videos, watching the elder bishop videos, the elders, you know. Watching the news constantly, what's happening all around the globe. And, you know, yesterday was this terrorist event, so to say, in the land down under, you know, Australia, and the speculations going on the internet, you know, and well, we don't know exactly what happened, but people speculating that it was an inside job and blah 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 blah. You know, it doesn't matter, man. Things happen. You know, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, as it says in Job 9:24. So they are in control of everything. The news, the media, you know, the politics, the politicians, everything, man. The school system, man, your job, your currency, because they come in with this digital ID, so-called CBDC, you know, central bank digital currency. They are making it. They are making this world fucked up. and they have the power to do that, but it's not for long. And that's why this wisdom is very important, because if you don't have this wisdom, knowledge and understanding of the scriptures to the prophets from Great Millstone, then you're not on a level that you're supposed to, that you have to understand what's going on around the globe. People are getting crazy. What's happening, man? And people are getting distracted. How you say it? Yeah, people are getting way. They're making events they let events take place that you are distracted. Yeah, that was the word I'm looking for. Damn, but people are getting distracted, and they're getting confused, chaos in their heads, frustrated because they cannot figure out what the fuck is going on, man. And they think they know it because they're following some type of internet dude that has maybe 40% of the truth, but not of the Bible, but truth of what's going on, who's ruling the earth and stuff like that, and what's going on with the wars and the so-called wars, but not the truth of the Bible. And then you come to realization that those so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, they are the true Hebrew Israelites, and also the speckled birds. And that means that you are looking like another. You look Slovakia. You don't look like the so-called tribes, but you are of a tribe because your forefathers, from your father's side, it goes back to the lineage of the Israelites. And then maybe you look like a other nation, Moabite, Ishmaelite, or Esau, but you're still of our nation. Yeah. And there's a lot of us, a lot. But yeah, only 1/3 is gonna make it. And if you think about it, which side you want to be on? You want to be on Satan's side? If you want to be on the Yahweh Shai side with Yahweh. I made my choice, man. I made my choice. I think Yahweh the Son made my choice when I was part of the elect, I hope, because I don't want to be part of this world. When I was young, I already hated this world, man. I saw things, and I was thinking, man, and when I grow old, I do want to have a car. When I grow old, I want to be a park ranger in Africa, shooting those poachers, why they're killing the animals, and want to help these children, these orphans with their orphanage, help them make it, try to make the world a better place. But then later, I came to realization that he cannot do that because the people in power, or so to say, the devils in power on this planet, they don't want you to do that, And if you do that, you have to do it on their terms, and that's whack. So yeah, but let's go back to the scripture because I'm talking about a lot of other things. So this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 1, verse 5, and it reads, "A wise man will hear and will increase learning, and a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsels." You see? Let me read it again. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 1, verse 5. "A wise man will hear and will increase learning." So he will hear and he won't talk back. He just be quiet for him to learn something. If somebody's talking to you and trying to teach you something, you don't go against it. You let them finish their teachings or what they're saying, because maybe it is profitable unto you. So, and a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsel. So this, if you're a wise man or a wise woman, a wise child, then you will know what to do. Only the fool don't know what to do. So this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 3, verse 13 unto 18. "Happy is the man that findeth wisdom, and the man that getteth understanding. For the merchandise of it is better than the merchandise of silver, and the gain thereof than fine gold. She is more precious than rubies, and all the things that thou canst desire are not to be compared unto her. And her goes into wisdom. In the scriptures they say her meaning wisdom. It means her means wisdom, not a woman. It's wisdom. Verse 16. Length of days is in her right hand, and in her left hand are riches and honor. Her ways are ways of pleasantness, and all her paths are peace. She is a tree of life to them that lay hold upon her, and happy is everyone that retaineth her. So you see, wisdom is a very precious thing, and you should cherish it. When you attain it, when you beget the wisdom and the knowledge and the understanding, you must hold on to it. Don't throw it away. Work with it. Trying to not to master it, but yeah, in effect, try to master it. To master yourself. Be a better person. As the scripture says, also examine thyself. Let me get the scripture. It's also a good scripture. Examine thyself. This is the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 13, verse 5, and it reads, examine yourselves, whether ye be in the faith. Prove your own selves. Know ye not your own selves, how that Yahweh Shai HaMashiach is in you, except ye be reprobates. So you have to look at yourself. What can I do better about myself? Don't look at other people. Work on yourself. Work on your own image. Work on your own understanding. Do your job in the world, but also do the job for Yahweh Shai. If you are in this ministry, and it's important, man. Not all of us have enough time to make daily videos. We're trying to do that. I made a video I think 3 days ago, man. But I'm glad I was at camp where I was supposed to be on the Saturday, of course. So yeah, busy and I have to drive to camp. I don't want to say make up excuses, but sometimes it's difficult, and brothers understand that because they go into the same stuff. But also, then on the other hand, you can also make a 10-minute video. It doesn't have to be like a couple of hours, but pray to the Spirit that you may have to Ruach HaKodesh, that you have some good a good subject, and if you don't have a good subject, you watch brothers' videos, and when you have maybe a thing in your head. So today I got a thing in my head, and I asked a brother, Natas Yap, he's one of the elders of our camp, and I asked him about some things about wisdom, and he gave it to me, man. And he also said, don't make it too hard for yourself, because I'm only in the camp since this year March, so I'm doing my best. But yeah, that's the thing that we have to do, man. Work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. It's also in the scriptures. Work out. Maybe I get it when I type this. Sometimes. Okay, I'll put KJV on the back. This is the book of Philippians, chapter 2, verse 12. And it reads, wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. So salvation comes from Yahweh Shai, but if you are part of the elect, you know what to do, and that's work out your own salvation. do this work, go in the highways and hedges, the highways and byways, be with brothers. You don't have to see each other every day, but in the week, it might be a good thing if you live in each other's vicinity, in the same neighborhood, the same city or town. Then you can basically, or some brothers working together. I have the elder from our camp working with the head elder from our camp working with another elder from our camp. They're carpenters. I don't think they're working together at the moment, but yeah, that's a lovely thing, man. Back each other up on the job with the scriptures. Other brothers from Rotterdam they are doing things together. It's beautiful to see those things, man. Unfortunately for me, I live down south in the southern part of Holland, man, in Netherlands. And for me, it's not always possible to go up north or go to the west to see brothers, because it's mostly is like a 2.5 hour drive. And with the job situation and the family, sometimes it's a bit hard, But that's why I love to go to camp and to stay after camp, to watch, to be with the Akyam. So let's go back to the scriptures. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 3, verse 5. Trust in the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. Be not wise in thine own eyes. Fear the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and depart from evil. So you see, this is a very beautiful scripture. Be not wise in thy own eyes. Don't think you have it all. Don't think you have it all, man. It was given unto you, so don't go boast about it. I know this and I can do that. Let me teach you something. You must be humble and meek. If you must be grateful to receive that knowledge and that wisdom from Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, for you to teach it to other people, and that's truly a gift also. So cherish that moment that you can teach somebody. Cherish the moment that you receive that wisdom. That's a beautiful thing, man. So this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 55, verse 8, and it reads, For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, said the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. So you see that you cannot compare yourself to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. He is the Almighty, the Most High, And Yahweh Shai is the King of Kings. And it's too beautiful, man. It's too beautiful, man. I really get this feeling in my stomach, when I talk about Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. This happy feeling, this energy, This like, when you're watching Dragon Ball Z and Goku does that Kamehameha when he's in the big fight, against Frieza or Cell, and it's Kamehameha, and then he's pulling his hands from his side, and that's that sort of power, a type of, I don't want to say spiritual power, but it's spiritual. So, the spiritual feeling, let's call it that way. But it's good, man, when you say the names Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, Baruch HaKadash. Kala Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. Yasha Allah. We're the Lord's favorite people, man. We're the favorite nation of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, the God of Israel, the God who created heaven and earth. It's a beautiful thing, man, to be part of that. So, let's go to the scriptures. This is the book of James, chapter 1, verse 5, and it reads, If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, that giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. So you have to pray and ask for wisdom, and it's given to all men liberally, free. It's up to you what you can do with it, man. It's up to you what you will do with it. Not what you can, but what you will do with it. But you can do it because what you can do is a lot of things, man. You know, edify one another, use it in your basic life. You know, on this planet, on this world. You know how to avoid people. You know, as I said in the scriptures from with the dog meddling in another man's affair is like grabbing a dog by the ear, you know. And I have to say I was in that situation when I was 21. Now I'm 46, man. I had a lot of situations like that, but one that sticks, that keeps in my mind, and that was I tried to help another guy, and because I already had problems with this Jakes, and the guy I helped was also a Jake. And then we started fighting with these guys, 5 guys, and then after the fight, I got hit with a glass in my head, and they cut my throat from the ear to the center of my throat. And after that, I was thinking, damn, why did it happen, man? And I survived, of course, because otherwise I wouldn't be here making this lesson. But yeah, when I was getting in this truth, I thought about that, and when I heard that scripture, and I was like, hey, man. That was me then. He that meddled with other men's affair is like grabbing a dog by the ear. I'm gonna get the scripture. Maybe I butchered it a little bit, but grabbing a dog by the ear. KJV. Because we want to be in that KJV, yeah. This is the book of Proverbs. Chapter 26, verse 17, and it reads, He that passeth by and meddled with strife belonging not to him is like one that taketh a dog by the ears. And what happened when you grab a dog by the ears? He bites you. You know, he attack you. You know, a strange dog, you grab him by the ear, what do you think he's gonna do? Hey, fucked up, man. So that's what basically happened, man. Don't meddle with other people's affairs, man. Be wise. That's why the scripture is a perfect guidance for in a lifetime. That's why that's why I was talking about, you know, this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Try to apply it in your life, you know. Try to live by the word. You know, it's not easy and not possible. I think it's not possible to keep every commandment and try to keep every law and every lesson, but you can work yourself up till you have this till you are on the level that you are contented with, you know. I'm content, yeah. When you're happy with it, you know. For yeah, I did something wrong. I did something right today. You know, it worked out. I applied the scripture and it worked out, man. So there's a lot of wisdom, knowledge, understanding in this wisdom and knowledge in the scriptures, man. And that's why you have to pray for the understanding to get that wisdom and knowledge. You know? And then it's up to you to apply it in your life and teach it to other people, especially those Akims. And you don't know if we are on camp. We don't know if somebody comes us and they look like an Ishmaelite or Esau or Edomite, you know, and they start asking questions respectfully. We treat them respectfully, you know, as the scripture said, be at peace with all men, if possible. If it light in you, be at peace with all men. KJV. This is the book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 18, and it reads, If it be possible, as much as lieth in you, live peacefully with all men. So, you know, and then maybe you can then we find out they are a Jake or not, you know. And then last week we had a guy from Palestine, came with this this guy. I think he was from South Korea. So they are asking about what we doing, and they are collecting money, I think, for the children in the Gaza. I didn't follow the whole story because they were talking to other brothers, and I couldn't follow the whole subject. But later on, I was focusing on that conversation. But yeah, the guy from Palestine, maybe he is Jake. We don't know, man. By the spirit, we know. We can guess by the spirit. Hey, he's a Jake, man. Oh no, he's no Jake. Look at his style, man. Look at the way he talks. You know, you cannot judge by outer appearance. By our outer appearance, you cannot judge because that's not righteousness. That's not righteous. You know, if you are a dark skinned Jake and you go with a Edomite woman, you know, a pale skin from England, let's say, you know, almost transparent, then you have a son that's much lighter than you, but still had those. Maybe he had the same hair as his dad. It could be as his mom, a little bit, but curly, not the afro, but curly hair. And then he get a child with another woman, you know, the son with the other. He get a son with another white woman, you know. And then after that, again and again, and then you have then you have that situation that you cannot see if the child is a so-called Negro because it doesn't look like a pure Negro, so to say, but he's still an Israelite. It doesn't matter your skin color, man. It's about your bloodline, and a lot of us can see it through the spirits, you know, the way, because Jake is the salt of the earth. Israelites are the salt of the earth. The Most High gave. Look at Michael Jordan. Look at all those athletes, you know, Mike Tyson, Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, you know, Scottie Pippen, you know. Yeah, those MMA fighters, John Bone Jones, you know, Remy Bonjasky, Ernesto Hoos from Holland. You know, and a lot of people, man, a lot of Jakes, man, and they are in the NFL, you know, NFL, nigga fucking large, man. Those are big guys, man, and they playing football very well, you know, and athletes, you know, Carl Lewis, Michael Johnson, back in the days in the 90s, you know. Then you had Usain Bolt from Jamaica. Jake is very, very good in a lot of things, man. That's why we are the salt of the earth, the most high precious possession. So let's see if I have another scripture. Otherwise, I'm gonna cut it off. That was the last scripture that I had. So yeah, I hope this lesson was edifying and exhorting. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory and power to the Most High and His Heavenly Son, Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Kakadash. Double honors to the elder apostles, the elder bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well and taught me this truth amongst other things. Salutations to the Akim pushing this word in truth and sincerity in the four corners of the earth. And Shalom and salutations to the 144,000, the hopeful elect, and the Akim and the Akwat. Shalom.